Hey Atlanta, it's 105 and sizzling outside. Okay, it's not Atlanta, it's Springfield, but you get the gist of it. What's going on, y'all? Says DJ, Cypher, Heelface, Farside, everything under the sun. And right now the sun is out and it is beaming and it is hot. That's fine. Because I said when it was cold, I'm going to take in every day I can while it's hot. I don't care if I'm burning up. I don't care if I'm sweating. I don't care if it's just that humid. I'm going to enjoy every piece of this heat because I could. Now, I do kind of care if I'm sweating because like I got the air on right now. So if you hear some noise, this time I got the air on. I can't cut it off. I'm sorry. Y'all cool, but I ain't about to cut the air off. What's up, Marcus? Yeah, this live. What's up, man? I see you in the chat. If you don't mind hitting that like button before you hop off, I appreciate it. Matter of fact, if you about to hop off now, hit the like button. If you're going to stay around, hit the like button. Either way, if you hit the like button, help me out, bro. What's going on with you? I've been asking your cuz how you doing, and hopefully that you're doing good. I know I ain't seen you, so hopefully everything cool. But, yeah, I'm just going in. What's up, Rob? Lafayette in the building. What's happening? Popping, my brother, what's going on? I appreciate y'all views and I appreciate y'all likes. All right. Man, I'm gonna try to keep this quick because I gotta name 10 of them in under 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to get through all of them and explain why and all that, right? So if you're watching the video, most likely you saw the thumbnail and you saw the title for 10 WWE superstars that will get a mega push this year. Okay. So in no particular order, I'm gonna be naming them off. If you have any ideas of who you think, feel free to sound off in the comments, and it just might be the same ones I picked. So we're gonna see. Is this your last break? Yeah, it's my last break, sir. So I'm gonna try to make the most of it, I think Backlash is this month, and so is Battleground. So I'll definitely be streaming both of those pay-per-views. So as far as the top 10 superstars that's going to get a mega push, I'm going to let you know right now. If you don't know, the first one that comes to mind, of course, is Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is a beast. Braun Breaker is, to me, the next Brock Lesnar. Braun Breaker is the one that's going to be really pushing the company forward. And I think that's why they had him join that stable with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, because if you're a Paul Heyman guy, then you're a champion. Seth Rollins has already been champion, but Braun Breaker hasn't. He just lost the Intercontinental belt, and I was like, you know what? I think he's going to lose the Intercontinental belt at WrestleMania, and I think they're going to push him toward the main event scene. It look like they already going according to plan. We already see him in the main event picture with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. So yeah, we're definitely getting Braun Breaker as one of those people with the mega push. Marcus said, "Hey G, is you chilling, Brody?" G, I've been chilling, bro. You still at Canes? Yes, sir, I am. If you don't mind hitting that like button, I appreciate you. Anybody that's watching, hit that like button. I appreciate you. And Robert said, "Will Alicia be joining you for Backlash?" Hopefully, I'm not sure. We'll chop it up and see. We just might be, but I'm definitely doing Backlash. St. Louis, Randy Orton versus John Cena. So Braun Breaker's one. Another one is Penta. Penta has been so close to the belt picture, Intercontinental belt picture, that it's pretty easy to put him in a championship thing. He already is getting the push of the century right now as far as winning all his matches. He's just not losing one or two, but he's been winning his matches, and he already has WrestleMania match. And thank you for that like too. I appreciate you. He has WrestleMania match, and he's been eyeing the Intercontinental belt. All right. Since Dominic Mysterio has it, it's more around the lines of him actually being able to get it now. When Braun Breaker had it, I didn't see him just getting it from Braun Breaker. But since Dom has it, I think, he might get it from him eventually. We'll see. But he just lost to Dom on Raw the other day. So it may be a little while, but he's definitely headed for greatness with a mega push. Rob says Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. Yep. A bunch of Paul Heyman guys. Definitely main event picture guys. I consider Roman and CM Punk already having their push. Seth Rollins already having a push. They're kind of like push guys, so I'm excluding them off this list, but I am adding people who haven't gotten that yet. And the third person is Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Kaiser has been on and off the screen a lot and has been doing his thing over the past year. And I'm pretty sure he will be an Intercontinental Champion. The thing part about Dominic Mysterio being Intercontinental Champion is that it opens the doors for a lot of other people who wouldn't really had a chance otherwise. Like Braun Breaker was their golden goose, so he's not going to lose the belt, right? So he had to lose it in a fatal four-way for it to be accessible to other people. And as far as who's next, I would definitely say, as far as the women, I would definitely say Io Sky. Io Sky is getting her push. She already has been getting different opportunities, but I think this time they're going to take her serious. She's had the world title before, but it was used as a transitional piece for her feud involving Bayley against Damage Control. And I think they only use her as an auxiliary piece to keep that. Other than that, this year was to prove that she can actually hold the belt and keep it. When she was at Mania, if they thought she was a transitional champion, they would have had her lose to Rhea or Bianca. And since Bianca got pinned, I'm pretty sure she's out of that picture and has to continue her feud with possibly with Jade. And then we have Rhea Ripley, who hasn't been pinned but got into the match still. So I'm sure we're going to get Rhea versus Io at some point. Robert said Braun got to pin Roman at Backlash. I don't think we're even going to get close to that yet. I think Roman might be gone for a little while, but we shall see. Probably tomorrow. Rob said, who from the female side should join Paul Heyman and friends? If I was them, I would definitely put Zoe Stark over there, and that's somebody else who I think hopefully will get a push this year. She's proved herself to be a really great female workhorse. The Intercontinental Championship is well within her grasp, and I think eventually she might get that, hopefully. And if she was a Paul Heyman girl, then she would definitely be on the rise to something great. Rob said Braun got to pin Punk then. See, here's my thing. So with Braun joining Seth Rollins, if he does face anybody at that level, it probably would be Punk at like the height, since that's kind of what happened. I think that would excel him to the main event picture. But as far as right now, I don't know if they're going to tread those waters quite yet. I know they're going to have people I know they want Braun to spread his wings and get in there good before he decides to just, go all the way full-fledged main eventer. But I think you're right when it comes to that. I think Punk would be a good way to push that forward. The only problem is Punk hasn't been winning the matches he needs to win. He hasn't won his WrestleMania match. He's main evented it, but hasn't won it. And he hasn't gotten his comeuppance against the ones he needs to have his comeuppance against. CM Punk is more so saved for Roman Reigns, and I can see Roman Reigns blaming Punk for all this and them having a feud possibly at Backlash or another pay-per-view to come. So I think it'll be an eventual while before we get Braun versus CM Punk. But hey, you never know. That might happen. Rob said Punk should have won at WrestleMania, not Seth Rollins. I thought so too. I think that they rewarded Seth for what he did last year, for losing WrestleMania twice, which is crazy. But he lost twice last year. So I think this is their way of rewarding him for his work ethic. I personally think CM Punk should have won and just had Seth Rollins do the same thing, but just after CM Punk already won. I think it would have had the same effect. I don't think Seth had to win, but I think it was a reward to get him back going. I think his stable is going to be what's going to push the industry forward. His whole thing is pushing the industry forward and looking out for the future. So having young people like Braun Breaker part of his group, I think that would be great. And that leads me to my next member that I think is going to get a mega push, is that Austin Theory, hopefully, is what I theorize, will also be part of that group, to where they make like a new revolution or a new evolution, where Seth Rollins is Triple H, Braun Breaker is Batista, Austin Theory is Randy Orton, Paul Heyman is Ric Flair. So that's where we're going. I see a lot of memes on the internet about it. I think they're absolutely right. I think they should get Austin Theory there. I think he should be drafted to Raw, and that they should make that happen. I think he should go over there and really get that going as far as being a future acolyte for them. Austin Theory really needs it. He was actually headed that way, but he has a bunch of different pit stops. So I can see why it kind of changed, but we should definitely have Austin Theory as part of that, as one of the people that should get that mega push. And that's just in my opinion. Others who I think is going to get a mega push this year is Javon Evans in NXT. Javon Evans is somebody that really has had so many title opportunities for a rookie that it doesn't even make sense. Like, I really was convinced he was going to win that Stand and Deliver, but it didn't happen, right? Instead, we got Obafemi retaining his title and Trick Williams throwing a tantrum after losing on NXT, and probably going to get sent to the main roster as a heel, just like Carmelo did. I think he shouldn't have went out like that. I think he should have went out in grace and would have excelled and moved forward and got drafted to the main roster, which he probably will in a couple weeks when they get the roster, when they get the draft going. And as far as where his future holds, I can see him definitely going to SmackDown. I think they should do that and reignite the feud with Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is fresh off of Andre the Giant Battle Memorial victory, and I think that's what's going to connect them back together. Robert says, yo, tomorrow video should be who should join John Cena. Do you think John Cena's going to build a stable? Because I don't see it. I think they already have that going with Seth, so I don't see him having a stable. He's trying to end wrestling. He's trying to destroy the idea of wrestling. He's trying to take his title and go home. So I don't think he's building a stable. If it is said or reports come that he is, then maybe I'll do that. But right now, I think they're focusing on the group of Seth Rollins as far as building an actual group. And that leads me to my next person, and that would be Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes is definitely somebody who I think should get that push. I think it would be beneficial for him and for others who like to see him. Like I say, he just came off of that battle, Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Battle Royal, and I think that it's gonna be his time this year, whether he gets the United States Championship or not. And that leads me to the United States Champion, Jacob Fatu. I think he's going to get a mega push this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being a lengthy champion, and I wouldn't be surprised if he loses that belt right away and gets accelerated and pushed to the main event picture. So I think Jacob Fatu is somebody who's a big draw, a main attraction, and I won't be surprised if him and Braun Breaker respectively main event Manias next year. Robert says, if Cena go and wrestle, then the only way to do so is a stable together to back them up. I don't really see that, man, to be honest. Thank you for that like as well. Yeah, I don't really see that. I don't really know how that would apply, to be honest. If you can give me like a detailed reason on why that would apply, then I'll entertain it. But I really don't see how Cena would need a group. He doesn't like the state of wrestling. He's a grumpy old man. That's his gimmick. He doesn't like the wrestlers of today. He doesn't like the fans. So he doesn't really have a group. At the most, he has his alliance with The Rock. But even that hasn't really been tested as far as Elimination Chamber. So I can't really see him having a group to join him in destroying where the group actually works. I can see him definitely being a solo act. And if anybody joins Cena, they're probably going to be brought down on his downward spiral. So I'm not really sure about that. But I think that's 10. If it ain't 10, I'll be thinking of more. If you know anybody, let me know in the comments. I'm about to head out. This is the last break. And it's Friday Eve. Tomorrow's Friday, and I can't wait for it. And we about to turn up. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I appreciate y'all. All right? Peace. Catch y'all later. See you, Rob.